So tonight 13 here, and welcome to my review for Alien Romulus, new Alien film. Like I said, it's been a few hours since I've just come back from watching it, so I've had a few times to go over and everything. I'm going to do the beginning bit where it's just basic review, and then we'll go into a bit of spoilers. Straight off the bat, great film. If you're a fan of the Alien franchise, Alien or Aliens, you enjoy this movie. There's a lots of callbacks to both films and everything. Obviously it links perfectly and everything, and it's a good film. Third act's a bit of a maybe hit and miss depending. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil the third act here, but on this bit. But like I said, that's the only drawback I've got, is the third act's a bit of a hit and miss. You might like it, you might not. I'm mixed on that one. Other than that, the film's quite fantastic. Like I said, if you saw the trailers, you know the main plot of the film pretty much. So I'm not going to explain it. But like I said, the story delivers. There's a few things in it that I might and stuff which I'll go into more in spoilers. But as a golden film to go and watch, yeah, definitely go and watch it. Like I said, if you're a fan of the franchise, you'll love it. If you're not a fan of the franchise and you're just interested in an action film that hasn't got any agendas or anything, and just, you know, popcorn chewing film, yeah, you'll really enjoy this film and everything. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I'm a fan of the franchise, so I enjoyed it for that reason alone. But like I said, even if I wasn't, just as a standalone film, yeah, it was really good. That being said, we're going to go into spoilers. Now, not going to spoil everything because, again, what's the point? Like I said, my hair, I need a haircut and everything. Let me sort that out. Not going to spoil everything, obviously. Most of the trailers spoils most of the film, to be honest. Unfortunately, that's the problem with trailers, and it's not just Alien. Most films do it. So they need to go into less is better kind of thing. But like I said, most of the trailer gives off most of the things. It's like there's a few things. Obviously, the main story is basically people on this colony, run by Ray Newtonic. Basically, they are there they're working to a certain amount of. They've got contracts and they've got to work a certain amount of hours before they're allowed to transfer from this planet to another planet. Company are being assholes, basically. Basically, I do apologise for the swear words, but like I said, this is a 15-rated film, so you know, and everything. Company are being absolute pains. They decide to unpull the hours because our main character, Wayne, her name is, has enough hours to actually transfer from the planet they're on, which also you find out that the planet never has any sunlight, so they're on this like basically mining planet with no sunlight for years and years and years, and she makes enough hours to actually be able to transfer. Well, when she goes to do the company's like work thing or whatever it's called, it's got own thing. The woman behind the counter goes, "Oh, by the way, we've the company has increased the hours now, so basically you've not met the quota. You've got to carry on working for another 5 years or something like that." I think it came down to. So obviously she's upset and everything. A friend of hers calls and goes, "Oh, something's just come up. I need your brother. A brother's an android, a synth." And it's like, we found this great thing where we can basically, there's a spaceship hovering the planet. It's abandoned. It's got coil sweep chambers in it. If we go and nick them, we can get on our ship and we can fly off. We can just fly off to the planet that we need to, because the reason they can't just get on the ship and fly is because they haven't got coil chambers, and they get to the place they need to go is about 9 years. So obviously they can't just get on the ship for 9 years and go there. It's because it's not implied why they can't do that, but you kind of have to guess, like, well, they'll run out of food and water and stuff like that, so they can't just be in the spaceship for 9 years, and plus their sanity might go insane for being stuck on a ship for 9 years. But then I'm thinking, well, people in NASA do it all the time, you know, in our world they do it all the time kind of thing. So again, like I said, there's reason. The reason is it and stuff like. It's not implied what the reason is, but I'm guessing it's mainly food, water, and stuff like that, kind of thing. So they can't get to the destination without these cryo tubes. So they're like, we should be in and out in 30 minutes. Again, it's in the trailer, as they mentioned. We should be, but they don't mention why they're going in the trailer. They mention basically, they're going to take stuff from the ship. So obviously they go to the ship. Turns out it's not just a ship; it's a space station. Yeah, we know that, but like I said, obviously they don't know that. Turns out to be a space station. The space station at the start of the film, like I said, at the start of the film, big spoiler, coming up right here. How it links to the original Alien is apparently they found the big alien that Ripley sends out on the airlock. Like I said, the remains of the snowball and everything, and basically they pick it up and take it to this new Romulus station where they've been trying to do experiments and stuff, and that's where we've got our facehuggers and stuff, and that's the reason why, and everything. So obviously they go on the ship, find the cryo chambers very easily, like I said, because they know exactly where it is and stuff. So they get there, but there's a catch. And the catch is, it's the cryo chambers haven't got enough fuel to keep them in cryo sweep for the 9 years. It's only got enough for 3. So instead of just taking them and just going, you know what, let's go to a closer planet that will just take 3 years and something, they decide there's got to be some more fuel for these cryo chambers pods in the ship. So of course they go off and try and find them, which reads into the scene that you've seen in the trailers so much, where they find them in this room and the facehuggers are all in their room and everything, because unfortunately that's where they're kept. They're kept in cryo sweep because they've been experimenting on them. All the facehuggers are in this like cryo chamber kind of thing, and the minute they go in there, they try and unplug the cryo sweeps. Obviously you know what's going to happen. The temperature drops off the facehuggers, and that's when they start hatching out of their little tubs. And then, like I said, if you see in the trailer, you know what happens next. Obviously, again, seeing the trailer, you see that one, and it's on the poster as well. So you see that one girl gets facehuggered in the face. She's the main one. She's pretty much the only one that gets facehuggered in that entire scene. Pretty much, the rest of them manage to get out and everything. And then we have a cameo, sort of. It's not so much of a cameo, it's more of okay moment, but basically they have the same type of android model of Ash from the first film. So if you remember Ash from the first film, the Doctor, well, they have the same type of synthetic there, but he's been torn apart because obviously they've experimented with the xenomorph block roost, basically caused havoc. That's what killed everyone on the ship and everything, and so on, and he's torn apart. Well, they hook him to the computer because they're trying to figure out how to save the woman that's got the face sucker on her face, because obviously when they try to pull it does the famous thing, wrapping around the neck kind of thing to force it, and obviously it's got acid blood and stuff, and they don't know it's got acid blood at this moment, but I'm sorry, I keep messing with my hair and stuff, but like I said, they're trying to save her. So they put the android Ash wannabe. It's not called Ash, it's called something else, but it's the same model, same actor kind of thing. Obviously it's not the real actor, but it's supposed to be that type kind of thing, and it hooks up and basically explains the situation, going, yeah, you can't save her, basically if you want to save her, kill her, because basically it's planting a seed inside of her kind of thing. Obviously they're not buying that, and one of the guys that I'm guessing it's got to be the boyfriend, it's implied he's the boyfriend of and something, but he's like, no, and he decides to grab her. Now, like I said, what they do is they freeze the tail, because they've got like micro freeze things. So they freeze the tail to break the tail off, and like I said, it cuts off, and like I said, they yank it out. And again, you've seen it in the trailer, so again, they kind of give away too much, to be honest, on that bit. But so they yank it off her and everything, and they throw it, and it runs away because it's still alive. It hasn't fully finished the job. It hasn't died and stuff. So and then the guy goes, what do you think? The android goes, well, it's 50-50. It's about 60-40% that we're not sure if it's actually finished the job or not. Again, trailers, you know it's finished the job, because again, it's in the trailers. Again, I wish they didn't spoil that, because it would have been gone, maybe did it finish the job, did it not? Because obviously, if you watch the Alien franchise and stuff, you know as soon as the facehugger's finished doing it, well, its business, it goes off and dies. It literally dies. Well, this one wasn't dead. It was still running around and trying to get someone else and everything. So it's like, has it really finished the job? Has it, or, you know, how long does it take for the process to happen? Kind of thing. Apparently not that long, really, because she's got one in her. Like I said, obviously the boyfriend takes her back to the ship. Like I said, the android, Andy, the Rain's brother, technically, Andy, like I said, the black android, and everything, tries to stop him because he knows what's going on. He's got the right. I forgot to mention, they get locked in the quarantine chain, and in order to escape, they put the chip in, and he's never got access to all the stuff on the computer in the room and everything. So, like I said, he knows that he needs to stop her, the one that's just at the face will go on, because again, we don't know 100% if she's safe. But the boyfriend gets on the ship that they docked on and tries to run. Obviously, chest burst happens and everything, and as the chest burst starts, she accidentally knocks the steering stick for the ship, and the ship crashes to the side and just magically and perfectly lands into the dock station, which is a bit okay. I'll buy it, but it's a bit okay kind of thing. But like I said, that happens and so on. Like I said, I'm purposely not mentioning everything because I don't want to spoil everything. I just want to get to the key parts and everything. So obviously that's how we get a xenomorph on the ship, and that's how it all starts. Obviously, tensions happens and stuff. Then the second act happens, because like I said, that's the first act. Second act happens. You go back. They go further into the laboratory because they can't go back because the ship's crashed onto the other side of the station now. So they've got to go from where they are originally up to the other side to get back onto their ship so they can get off the thing and all that. Obviously, and everything. It cuts back to the ship where the xenomorphs just burst out of the woman's chest and everything. And you got two characters in there. You got a female character who's pregnant, and you got the boyfriend. And like I said, boyfriend's just saw the pregnant ladies just saw the chest burst. They come out and panicked and everything. The boyfriend's climbed up the ladder and just saw it as it happens, and then obviously the ship crashes and stuff, and they all get knocked out. Then it cuts to back to the other crew, them trying to figure out how to go over there, and there's an amazing scene with facehuggers in there. I'm not going to spoil too much on that one, but I'm just saying, you cut to a scene where it's amazing scene with facehuggers. Then it goes back to the pod, the shuttle ship, and you actually get to see, you know, like in Aliens, when you see the skin on the floor and you know it's grown into the big drone thing. Well, we actually we see the skin again. So you're like, oh, okay, he's grown into a big boy now. He's, you know, it's pretty quick, but he's grown into a big boy. And then you actually get to see the thing on the wall. And again, this is in the trailer as well, but you don't, like I said, you don't get to see the entire thing, but you get to see this thing on the wall, and the boyfriend shocks it with no helm, gets stabbed again in the trailer, kind of thing. And then you see the xenomorph come out of it, actually like evolve from it, and I was like, oh, so that's what actually happens then. So that's how the process is. It gets out of the skin, it turns into like this cocoon kind of thing, and then it like bursts out of it, and that's when we get like the big drone thing. So I was like, okay, that's really cool. So like, we actually get to see that bit. So again, that happens. Like I said, we've got a xenomorph on the ship and everything. and everything. The pregnant woman escapes the shuttle and ends up landing on the main ship and everything. And then obviously stuff happens. Like I said, the xenomorph attacks, facehuggers attack, you know, the crew get from A to B and stuff. Then we get to this rap scene where they decide to, let's bring Prometheus into this and everything. Again, if you've watched Prometheus, you know what I'm talking about right now, the black goo. Apparently, they managed to get the black goo from the DNA of the alien. That's how they managed to manufacture the facehuggers that you see in the ship and everything. And apparently, the reason they've been doing this is they're trying to make humans stronger and better because we're not suitable for space. Which, again, it's all realistic and it all makes sense. It's a bit much and everything, but again, it makes sense because obviously if you watch Prometheus, you've watched Alien Covenant, you kind of know the black goo is what's made the xenomorphs and stuff. It's very mutated stuff kind of thing. So again, it makes sense that you can, you know, if you've got the DNA, you could retrieve manufacts and stuff. So that part makes sense a bit. Kind of a bit annoying that they're trying to link it back to Prometheus and stuff with the black goo and everything, and I really didn't need it for this and so on. That being said, like it does do that. Apparently, that the Ash android will not let them escape off the ship until they can get the black goo and take it back to the planet for the company and everything. So they agree to that, get the black goo kind of thing and so on. And then obviously we start moving on to halfway through the second act. Obviously they're getting encountered by aliens. It's not as simple as it's not as easy as it should be. Like I said, lots of stuff happens, explosions, effects, rift elevators and stuff. Like I said, a lot of action stuff happens and everything, and then we get to the third act. And the third act is the pregnant lady at some point gets attacked. Like I said, again, I'm not going to go into every detail, but like I said, she gets attacked. They save her, but she's badly injured. And there's a talk about, oh, we should inject her with black goo because in the video that they showed, it regenerated the dead rat and it made him stronger and everything. So there's a chance that if we do it to her, she'll survive. And then they're debating about it, going, well, would she be able to make it to the ship if we don't? And the android the Andy android, the black android goes, there's about 60-40% that she might make it kind of thing. So they decide not to inject her with the black stuff with the from Prometheus. And like I said, for some reason Wayne decides she wants to go back. The android gets attacked. They get attacked by xenomorphs. The android gets knocked down. Wayne and the pregnant lady manage to get on the elevator. They're going up, and then halfway through, Wayne stops and goes, "I'm going to go back for the android. I'm going back for Andy." I think it's good. The android's good, Andy. I do apologise or butcher it, but I'm going back for him. And I don't know why, because it is mentioned in the film that was going to they're going to this planet where androids are not allowed anyway. So basically, they was going to just leave him anyway. But for all of a sudden, she's like, "No, I've got to go back for him." So she goes back and she tells the pregnant lady, "Look, get on the ship, go. I'll find my own way out of this." Like I said, save yourself, go. So Wayne goes down to go and save Andy. Pregnant lady, and I'm going to say pregnant lady because I cannot remember her name. Like, she's one of these characters that she's in it for like bits of the film that you don't, she's not one of those characters that you remember kind of thing. Same with the other characters as well. It's like the one when they get face so good. She's, you know, it's the cannon fodder characters basically is the best way to describe them. It's like you literally sit in there going, well, you're gonna die kind of thing. So you don't really grow attached to the characters because you might, well, I'm just waiting for you to die. Don't know how you're gonna die, but I'm gonna enjoy it kind of thing. So she's on the elevator, and all of a sudden she decides, you know what, my chances of surviving a swim, apparently, even though it's not applied how bad she is, she's still in the same condition that she was when they went in the elevator. The film doesn't, and it's the downside of the film, it doesn't show you why she decides to do this, but she starts to inject herself with the black goo kind of thing, and it's like, okay, we know where this is gonna go kind of thing. So obviously, third act happens. Wayne saves Andy. They get back up. Everyone gets on the ship and everything. The shuttle's also colliding because of the damage. It's also colliding to the planet's atmosphere, and it's going to crash in about 45 minutes or something like that. So they get off the ship. The ship starts doing that, and it's all like, yay, you know, we all three of us have survived and everything. And you're sitting there in the cinema, because I watched it at the cinema. You sit there and go, films, this, we still got like about 20 to 30 minutes left. There's something going to happen here. Obviously, Mayan puts the pregnant lady into the cryosleep and everything. She puts Andy onto a chair, plugs him into the computer guy, and I'll see you when we get to such and such. She's about to go into cryosleep, and then the pregnant lady's cryosleep goes mental, and it turns out the black goo that accelerated the birth. So at the start of the film, she is not showing that she's pregnant. She's just got morning sickness and everything, so she's still in the first trimester. Don't know how many weeks in the first trimester, but she's in the first trimester. She comes out the cryosleep. She's literally right near enough. She's 9 months, and she gives birth. And obviously, because it's the black goo, it's not normal. And it's the next act is, if you watch Alien Resurrection, it is literally that. It's an hybrid of human, alien, engineer kind of thing. And I kid you not, I was not a fan of it. It looked okay. It looked better than the human alien in Alien Resurrection. It's like 1,000 times better. But I'm still like, are we doing this again? Really? It's like, really, are we doing this again? And then obviously we get the third act, and basically the way they solve it is the same way they solve it all the time, through their rock and everything. And it's like, but obviously it's a bit different on this one, because it's the same like in Alien Extraction. They do like acid blood, and it burns an hole on the floor. And when it first did it, I was like, you're kidding! You're not ripping off Alien Resurrection. You're not. It's literally not going to go through and get like sucked in, like, you know, like in that film. No. This acid blood is massive, and it makes like a massive big hole, and they both fall out of it and everything. And to be honest, this is where I get a massive jump scare that actually got me go, oh, okay, kind of thing, and stuff. But again, just like in typical, gets blasted into space. She gets saved. Obviously, the mom's dead, because obviously she gives birth to this monstrosity. She actually survives the birth. It's just that the hybrid alien engineer thing kills her, eats her, and everything, and then also attacks the androids. So the androids are beaten up as well, and everything. And then it ends with, she's put the android in cryospace. She goes into cryospace, and then she signs off like every other alien film and stuff going, which makes no sense, because who she'd be talking to about sending it? It's not like she's sending it to the company or anything like that, but she does the typical sign off, and basically that's the end of the film. It's a good film. Like I said, again, it's a good film. If you're a fan of the Alien franchise, it's good. It's not too bad. It's not too boring either. Like I said, there's worse Alien films out there and everything. I just wasn't a big fan of the third act. The third act is what really drawed me out of it. So the rest of it was fine. I really enjoyed the rest. Oh, and there's one scene that really made me wanted to throw my popcorn at the screen, but obviously I didn't, because I was in the cinema and I didn't want to make a mess and everything, and obviously there's other people. But there was one scene. They repeat catchphrases a lot, and they decide to use one line, and I'm not going to say what it is, but it's from Aliens. And if you're an Aliens fan, I think you can already guess, but it is so cheesy, and it was literally like, you didn't earn that. You didn't earn it at all. It's like, you did not earn that. So that kind of annoyed me a bit. And like I said, the third act a bit. Again, I just enjoy it. I would definitely watch it again. Trying to pick it up on DVD when it comes out, or Blu-ray, or whatnot, because it was a good film. Like I said, I'm not saying it's a bad film or anything. Unfortunately, I don't think you're ever going to beat the first of 18 films. I don't think. It's like, they've tried so many things. We've also had prequels. Again, like I said, the Alien franchise is fantastic, but I don't think having prequels or like in between films works. So I either continue from 4 or basically set your own different timeline that's not connected to the other films and stuff. So like make us go to the alien planet or something like that. Like I said, the comic books have done so many different stories and everything. But I am excited for the TV series that's coming out. Apparently we've got a TV series coming out called Alien Earth. So I am curious about that and hoping that's really good. Again, film looks fantastic. All the animatronics, all the puppeteers and everything. Like I said, there was hardly any CGI in this film. Obviously, I think the hybrid thing was CGI a bit, but again, most of it was more puppeteers and animatronics and stuff, and you can see, and the xenomorphs look fantastic. When they're on the screen, they look fantastic. Facehuggers are the most deadliest things they've ever had in this film. Like I said, they were terrifying and fantastic at the same time. So again, visual, it looked fantastic. Sound, it was fantastic. Like I said, atmosphere was fantastic. There was bits in the film that I was sitting there at the cinema going, there's going to be a jump scare in a minute. There's going to be a jump scare. You know, I was tense and stuff. Third act, though, the third act review just drew me out of it, though, and stuff. But except for that one bit of a jump scare. But again, other than that, it was a good film. I really enjoyed it. Definitely probably would watch it again. Probably wouldn't go to the cinema to watch it again. I think I'll wait till it comes on digital or DVD or Blu-ray and stuff and watch it again with a few friends and stuff. But other than that, it was good. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it and stuff. Wasn't as scary as I thought. It was like I said, when I first saw the trailers and everything, I thought this film was going to be really terrifying. Like I said, I think there was only 3 moments in the film that actually got me. Like I said, the third act jump scare got me, and there was 2 others. One I should have saw coming, but I didn't. I don't know why, but I should have saw coming. And the second one only slightly startled me, kind of thing. But the third act one, that was the one that which got me like, oh, okay, didn't see that coming. Even though, again, should have seen it coming, but I didn't, kind of thing. But yeah, other than that, it was good. I really enjoyed it. So that's Seto Knight's review of Alien Romulus. I think I'm announcing that right. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I'm happy. Like I said, put your comments in the chat. Put your comments at the end of the video, and I'll reply back to them and everything when I can and stuff. And like I said, it's always nice to talk about franchises that you like with other fans or nerd people, or like I said, questions and stuff. That being said, this is me signing off. So take care, guys, and I'll see you on the next review. Bye.